let me ask you something. What if the path to financial freedom isn't some secret, complicated code known only to the super rich? What if it's actually a pretty straightforward roadmap that, anyone could follow? What if getting wealthy is way simpler than we've all been led to believe?
Well, today we're going to dive into some of the big ideas from Rolf Strauss's book, Poor to Rich. It's all about these timeless investing strategies, and it's really designed to help regular folks achieve that exact thing, real, actual financial freedom. So, let's start with a feeling I bet is, well, all too familiar for a lot of us. That feeling of being stuck on a financial treadmill that just won't stop.
I mean, seriously, does it ever feel like no matter how hard you work, you just can't get ahead? If that sounds like you, believe me, you are not alone in feeling that way.
The author he nails it with this quote. He describes that exhausting cycle, right? The paycheck hits your account, the bills immediately swallow it up, and then there's basically nothing left over to actually build for your future.
But here's the thing. This book isn't coming from some professor in an ivory tower. The author, Rolf Strauss, he started from a place a lot of us can probably recognize. And his journey from that financial struggle to this big discovery is really the foundation for his entire system.
Look, he wasn't born with a silver spoon. The author talks about growing up in hand-me-downs, watching his parents juggle multiple jobs just to keep the lights on. He started out in labor jobs when he was just 17 and spent decades grinding his way up. So for him, this isn't just theory, it's stuff he actually lived through.
And his path? It was not a straight line to success, not at all. Before he figured out what actually works, he made some huge mistakes. This number, right here, that's over $150,000 in losses. He calls it his expensive tuition. And honestly, it was that painful failure that finally pushed him onto the right path. After paying that incredibly heavy price, he had this breakthrough moment. He realized that tons of ordinary people with regular jobs, busy lives, were quietly building wealth using these simple, repeatable strategies that most of us just never, ever hear about. And this gets us to the absolute core of the book. The real way to build wealth isn't about crazy gambles or jumping on flashy trends. In fact, it's kinda boring. And that is exactly why it works so well.
The whole argument of the book is that building wealth isn't actually that complicated. It's just been deliberately made to look complicated. The author's point is that the basic principles are super straightforward once you cut through all the noise.
And this is a huge takeaway, okay? These strategies were designed to work while you have a demanding job. The author himself perfected this system while he was a busy executive. You don't have to quit your job or glue yourself to a screen all day to build a secure financial future. It's just not necessary.
So how does this actually work? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in your mindset. You got to stop seeing the market like a casino and start seeing it like a workshop, just full of proven tools you can use.
The book draws this really sharp line between two completely different ways of thinking. On one side, you've got financial gambling. It's emotional, it's super high risk, totally unpredictable. And on the other side, systematic investing. That's all about managing your risk with disciplined, repeatable processes. A perfect example of this is how the book talks about options. Instead of some high-stakes bet, it presents strategies like covered calls as a kind of insurance. Think about it like this. It's like renting out a spare room in a house you already own. You get paid a small, consistent income, the rent, for agreeing to sell your stock if it happens to hit a certain high price. It's a tool to make money and protect what you have, not a lottery ticket.
Okay, so the author's whole system really stands on two powerful pillars. The first one is generating income with options, like those covered calls we just talked about, to earn regular cash from stocks you already have. The second pillar is just pure passive income, consistently reinvesting your dividends and letting the unbelievable power of compound interest do its thing over the years. Your money literally starts making more money all by itself.
So what's the secret weapon in all this? What's the unfair advantage? It's not some crazy algorithm or some insider tip. No, it's something way more powerful. And it's something every single one of us already has. This quote from the book just gets right to the heart of it. The author is basically saying that financial success isn't about being a genius. It's about discipline. It's about starting now, even if you start small, and just having the patience to stick with a proven plan for the long haul.
So, the whole philosophy really boils down to these 4 simple steps. Number 1, start now. Don't wait for the perfect time because it'll never come. 2, be consistent, even when it feels like progress is slow. 3, use proven systems. Don't chase the latest fad. And 4, the big one, let time become your greatest ally. Let compounding do all the heavy lifting for you.
So we'll end on this thought. After breaking all this down, what if the real gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't a lack of information? Maybe the biggest hurdle is just the inertia of taking that first simple step. What's really stopping you from starting today?